You know, Tate, it constantly impresses me how you have the talent, the skill, the absolutely amazing ability to literally catch fish from the rain, which is no longer here, but just a moment ago, my friends, it was raining, as it is wont to do in this world quite often, and Tate managed to catch 2 fish from the rain. What kind of cloudfish do we have? We already have carrot fish that stroll along the streams of Zoodesia, propagating in our very, very nutrient-rich waters, especially next to our beautiful jungle right over here. And the lore of the carrot fish has developed quite well over the years. But now it appears that I'm beginning to realize we might have cloudfish that come from the clouds when it rains. And for some reason, my beloved dog Tate is really, really good at catching. And of course, the reality is that he just has really high fishing skills on his doggy talents, but isn't it more playful and fun to imagine that somewhere up there in the clouds swim little schools of fish that one day come down with the rain and possibly get eaten by my dog? But hello everyone and welcome back to ZooCrafting, and I apologize for missing a couple days with my new secret resolution to try to return to daily ZooCrafting, but oh my gosh, I have been so sick. If you guys are currently suffering from the epidemic that is going through the United States right now, especially along the East Coast, wash thy hands and get better. Oh my goodness, it's quite the doozy. I haven't been this physically sick in quite a while, but I have a patch of time in which I'm feeling good, and I have a wall that I want to destroy so that we can continue on with our current quest to build a clinic for the villagers, which now that I am actually looking at this list and I see the words clinic for the villagers, it's occurring to me that I'm not building that clinic. I am building a cathedral. I'm not doing very good on this new resolution to really commit to my goals and follow through on them, am I? Well, at least I swear that the cathedral that I'm trying to build, the Cathedral of Light for the villagers, is related to the clinic, because a clinic for villagers, my beloved villagers of Orberry Village, is making it so that we can transform the very, very sad and sorrowful zombies, the zombie villagers who cling to scraps of their humanity, back into villagers who seem to be having a really good day today. Ooh, in fact, come here. Pine, Tate, come here. Let's go say hello to the villagers because they're going to give us tons of stuff because of your big old beautiful puppy eyes. Come on, puppies. Come on. All right, any second now. Now they're... Look, everybody is freaking out. Oh, they love my dogs. They love my dogs. They love me. They have now given me cake. They have given the dogs a ton of pork chops. So that's all I need to feed them while we're working in Orberry Village today, which is fantastic. Hello, stray villager. How are you? You take wheat for emeralds. That's a really, really, really good trade. I very much like you, Mr. Farmer. None of you guys have names, so we might have to have a big naming ceremony in the Village of Light in the future. Wait a second! Orberries! You trade Orberry bushes! I might be able to work with villagers wearing this color of cloak to trade for the Orberry bushes. I was literally about to build a big old, oh my gosh, I was literally about to dig a cave to plant the golden Orberries, because one of the Cathedral of Light's important things in transforming these zombie villagers back into just plain old villagers is the fact that we will indeed need to have a lot of gold. And to have a lot of gold, you could go mining for eons, or you could have a renewable source of gold with the golden Orberry bushes, but I don't have a lot of them. So I was thinking we had to go on this grand, exhausting, kind of amazing, really adventurous search for golden Orberry bushes all through the world. But now it occurs to me, my beloved Pine, my beloved Tate, Pine, you're a little hungry, so why don't you have some of the pork chops the villagers gave us? But now it occurs to me that actually, if I open up some of the trades with the villagers, we might be able to get more golden Orberry bushes. And then we won't have to really exploit a lot of the nearby resources. So I'm going to have to give that a good think. Also, I really want to eat this cake that they made for me for breakfast. That's right, my friends. If you're under the weather and feeling pretty darn sickly, why not go ahead and eat cake for breakfast? This is not advice you should take. Please take real medical advice. And as you guys know, I switched from nursing to storytelling, and here we are. But alright, anyway, I did want to start collecting up a bunch of gold so that once we get this cathedral up and going, we will be able to actually go ahead and we will be able to take care of the villagers by having tons and tons of golden apples, just like an entire cathedral full of golden apples. And it's not going to be a very big cathedral, by the way, just to clarify that in case any of you guys are thinking like, you know, I don't know, the Sistine Chapel or something. No. I'm thinking we're going to have a gigantic apple tree in the middle, and it's going to arch up to a beautiful stained glass ceiling. And the more I thought about it, as I laid sick in bed and had tons of time to think about it, I realized I want the stained glass to actually come from the ceiling down halfway down the walls. And I want the walls to just be a really pretty marble that are probably going to end up pretty plain. At first I thought I was going to sort of mix in a lot of moss and things like my labyrinth, but now I realize I kind of want the stained glass to really be the thing that stands out, which means, by the way, we're going to need to go get some glass. I put some into a furnace back at our house, but I think that it would probably be better to actually, oh boy, and here's where things get a little silly, to actually go ahead and gather up a whole bunch of sand and maybe even start a new building in the Village of Light behind us. Not Zomberry Village, that's the village for just villagers, but the Village of Light, which is the village where we can have our needs met, our dreams met, and we can fill it with NPCs made of you guys, full of adventures in the future. And I thought about maybe we could make a glass blower over there, but somehow I have veered very far off of like the goal of building a little clinic under the tree of light up there to building a cathedral and then going, you know, the cathedral needs a lot of stained glass, to thinking, you know what, now I need to build a glass blower. But you guys, welcome to ZooCrafting. I'm not sure if we'll actually follow through on that idea because that's a lot of ideas, but let's go ahead and just get the day started by actually working through some of this cave. So our cathedral, like I said, is not going to be super duper big, but I do want it to have enough room for a big giant tree, and we're actually going to make the tree big enough that it will have a spot that the zombies can go inside. So it'll be like a 4x4 section, and then the interior trunk of the tree will be where the zombies go, and then we'll have a little barricade so that, you know, the zombies don't bite all of the priests and priestesses, don't make them sick. And then we will use the tree, like inside of the tree, in its little hollow, as the containment area for while zombies are transforming and when we jab them with the extremely giant syringe that we have. Also, Pine, you gave me a right startlement right there. So it's gonna have a tree. I was thinking it would have maybe a lot of really nice couches and cushions and relaxing areas sort of around the edges and the periphery of it. And then finally, it's going to have a cave at the back where these gold orberry bushes are going to grow. And after they're fully grown, we can actually open the cave and make it so you can just walk in and see the beautiful growing orberry area where all of the gold helps to one day transform the hearts and give a golden heart to the zombie villagers and return them to their humanity. Also, why are you here? Random chunk of cobblestone. Now that I think about it, you really don't need to be here. So we're going to go ahead. Whoops, no, I need that. I need my diamond pick. Good grief. But before we can actually reveal the cave, the thing is, gold orberry bushes have to grow in complete darkness. And I also need to make sure, because when you put gold orberry bushes down, and yes, I do have shears so I can pick them back up, they actually, oopsie, I can't plant them here because it's too close to this torch. So it's like, help me, I can't grow here. Not optimal growing. There we go. So it's very fuzzy because of my special more leaves foliage mod. That's really funny. Normally it's this tiny little block right there, but it's a very fuzzy golden orberry bush right now with all of its little gold leaves. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love plants. But with this golden orberry bush, what will happen is it can only grow in complete darkness, and once it's grown, then anybody, like any mob that bumps into it, can actually take damage. Ouch! Like I just took a little bit of damage except I am wearing some wonderful steel leaf armor. And so if I allowed the villagers or any of the other mobs to walk up to it, they will actually potentially die. And I don't want my priests and priestesses dying in the middle of the cathedral. That sounds very dramatic. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to make a little cave back here, and we are going to plant the golden orberries up high above the height level, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, about, yeah, up here will be good. And that'll be too high up for any of the mobs who walk by, any of the villagers to get hurt, but it will be high, not so high I can't reach up and just pluck all the orberries off. So that's what this little cave is going to be. And otherwise, I don't think we're going to make the cathedral very large. I thought about it, and the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know, building a really beautiful cathedral so it's worth visiting is a great idea, because then hopefully the other ZooCrafters will stop by. Maybe eventually, as we expand the village, we might expand the fencing so that the villagers would want to go inside and maybe walk around and kind of talk to the priests and priestesses. That would be really cool. But I don't really want it to be so huge that it doesn't feel like it fits into that little zombie village. So those are my criteria. And I've spent the last like 3 days sick in bed thinking about it. But you know what happens when you spend so much time thinking and thinking and thinking about something like that? You don't really get a lot actually done. So we're just going to get right in here. Look at all of this beautiful amber we're collecting. Can I do anything with that could make it really pretty? Just gemstones. It might be kind of fun to like line the cathedral with like shiny gemstones, but I think it'd be more fun just to keep it simple and to use some really beautiful... Whoa, watch out for all that gravel. My goodness. Do I have any... Oh, I have moss slugger, or mole fingers, excuse me. There we go. Yeah, go mole fingers! Get rid of that gravel. Wow, there's a lot of it, so I gotta watch my head, that's for sure. Gosh, I've been playing so many Yuichis lately that I just see the gravel and I'm like, woo, I can go ahead and I can really... Oh my, this goes on for a little while, but I don't trust gravel because I feel like gravel is something that could definitely give you a bit of a bonk and possibly suffocate you if you walked into a pile of it. Where is it going? This is getting a little ridiculous. Now I guess we have enough room, not just for Orberry growing. Oh my gosh, Tate, Pine. Easy there, boys. Now we have enough room to like do storage on top of being able to just give them a little Orberry cave. Let's see. Well, and I guess the bigger the Orberry cave, the faster I can make up, I can collect gold, and the faster I can collect gold, the faster I can make golden apples. So might as well make it pretty big. And yeah, I don't think I want to actually use the amber to decorate around the cathedral actually, because I just want to kind of keep it simple with really pretty glass, I think. Really pretty glass and gold and trees. And that sounds good to me. Alright, so we won't make this too much bigger because I'm not really sure how big to start. And the golden Orberry bushes, maybe I'll kind of make it like a ceiling like I used to have in the old world. If you're familiar with the old world of ZooCrafting, I used to have just like a ceiling where it was golden. Actually, you know what I need? I need just plain stones to be able to make it all smooth and pretty. And did I seriously... Oh, there you are, Chick Pickety. I was going to be so sour if I seriously left my Silky Touch pick at house. Even though the house isn't very far away. But I did make a ceiling once where you could just reach up and it was nothing but Orberries. And I kind of think just making the entire ceiling Orberries would be really pretty. So we'll start there and I can always readjust it. That's the other thing. Sometimes thinking all of these plans, you get really like kind of caught up in the details of the plans. And you guys, you can change your life, you know? You can change a lot of things really easily. Maybe with a little bit of work, okay, I should clarify, but if you can imagine it, you can probably make it happen. Alright, so let's see. If we're gonna have the cathedral right here, and the entrance, I kind of want the entrance to be pretty nice once we get it going. We have to cover it all up at first, but I just want to get an idea of it. Let's see. Then we might put the tree kind of right there, and then the moat and the barricades might kind of be right here. No, that might be the wall. And then I think we'll actually make the like moat and barricades the fence basically, because I mean we are dealing with zombies and I feel like zombie villagers would want us to be super secure in making sure the zombies do not escape. So I think we'll make the fencing to the cathedral go at least this far. Alright, alright. See, we're coming up with some plans. Gosh, this is coming together finally. Talk about just getting out of my head and actually getting to work. Alright, let's just sort these things out of the way. So then that would be the big tree. This would be the fence line. This would be where we could plant a whole bunch of just normal apple trees out in the front yard. This would be where we would have the big tree. And the big tree, I want to have a 4x4 interior right here for curing zombies. And then moving forward, so then from the big tree in a straight line, right, kind of right here is where I would want the entrance to the cave to be. And then I guess if the cave isn't exactly like symmetrical because it goes inward that direction, that's fine. It just would be nice if it could have been symmetrical. Also, look at all of this cotton. Oh my gosh. I want to do something special with that cotton. But all right, we're getting the blueprint lined up, and let me make sure I don't forget exactly where I want the doors to be. So this would be a spot, basically. There we go. I'm going to use cobblestone just so I know, okay, that's where the entrance to the beautiful golden Orberry bush cave is supposed to go. All right, and then we're going to actually cover it back up, which seems really weird, but that's because that's the only way Orberries will grow. Orberries will not grow if it is not completely dark. And I kind of wonder if we should try to get more Orberries, like right now. And we'll start with our little wall of Orberries. Okay, so you walk in, and I want you to be able to look up and see Orberries. And I also want it to be smooth stone otherwise. Let's see. Because it's supposed to look pretty in here too. But I guess it would make sense that it would still look like a cave. Maybe the priests and priestesses of light would explain that it's like from the heart of the earth with the gold to make the golden heart, and then from the gift of the sun, the gift of light and life from the apple, come together the ability for a second chance at life, so that you can trade me random things for emeralds. Ah, well that's alright. Alright, let's see. And then maybe we could just make it a pretty cave. What is a pretty cave, Pine? It's been so long since I've been in a cave. I can't really tell you what a pretty cave is, but we might just like prettify the cave up somehow. And we'll give that more thought. Maybe like a nice little waterfall at the back would be really nice. But we can work on all of that after the actual like Orberries are actually planted. And I guess a pretty cave is something that looks a little bit less like a box. But I can't do anything that might allow a mob to walk up on top of it, because then they're going to hit their head on the Orberries and die. So I got to be careful about that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and all of this is going to be removed in the future, but they're needed so that we can actually plant the Orberries on them. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Alright, and then we also need to make the side of the mountain come back together, because this side of the mountain is actually going to become, dun dun dun, this side of the mountain is going to become part of the cathedral. So, I need to move some things. Alright, gotta get all this grass out of the way for one thing. There we go, there we go. Lots and lots of mysterious seeds, coriander seeds, potato seeds, lemongrass seeds, all really cool things. But I really should have a compost bin inside the Village of Light. Or actually, you know what? I really should have compost bins kind of scattered all over the world, so when I end up with my pockets full of weird random seeds and other things I don't need, then I can just go ahead and toss it in there. But I guess we'll go ahead and clear out all this grass into what is going to be the Village of Light. Ooh, and or the Cathedral of Light. See what I mean? And now I'm full of random seeds for absolutely no reason. I do want those wild carrots though, because I think they're just cool looking. All right, we'll get rid of that. And then we'll make the yard look really pretty too after we actually get the cathedral built. But this feels like a good project to have to start the new year with. So let's see. So all of that's taken care of. I need to build And also I want to be careful because I do actually get a lot of use out of cotton. And I actually thought it would be really cute. Oh, sage seeds. Oh, saffron bulbs are nice. Carrot seeds, potato seeds. Okay, let's leave the little seed pile there. But I do actually get a lot of use out of these cotton plants because they produce cotton, and cotton can be turned into cotton seeds, or it can be turned into string, and you never know when you might need some string. I feel like whenever I wouldn't really think I need string, for some reason suddenly I do. So I actually want to go ahead and I'll knock down all of those cotton plants, but then I want to physically collect these cotton plants, which are also known as textile gardens from the Pam's Harvest Craft mod. And I actually want to make like a little garden of them over here. So it looks intentional, like my villagers came outside and they're starting to kind of cultivate the area. So we're actually going to remove this grass. There we go, remove this grass, maybe remove that grass just cuz. And then we're going to actually put them in a little pattern. Well, maybe I should put this one down here. Whoa! No! You're exactly the thing that needs to not exist around here. Where did you come from? Oh my gosh, that gave me a startlement. And all I was trying to do was make a nice little cotton garden for my villagers. I thought I heard another one. Get all the zombies, Tate. Good boy. Here, have some saffron. Have some salmon. Why not just rub the saffron bulbs in there? I don't know if saffron's good for dogs, but I would do it for your sake. Also, let's see. Pine? Okay, you're getting pretty hungry. Geez, has it already been that long? Man, I got a little sidetracked. That's okay. Alright, let's get rid of some of these seeds that I just do not need. Oh, saffron's so rare. In real life, it's hard for me to throw it away. It's really silly. Alright. Well, I like this. I just wanted it to look... I keep thinking I hear a zombie, and that makes me very not happy for this exact spot. Almost anywhere else in the world, I could somewhat tolerate bumping into a zombie, but not next to Zomberry Village. That is where no zombies are allowed because we must protect my precious villagers. I love them very, very, very much. Alright, so let me go ahead and clear away some of this grass now. Very nice. I do like the nice organic look of wild grass, but I feel like my villagers are beginning to settle the land and spread their wings. We'll even pick up this little torch, put it on top of the fence for once. Or I might even start spreading some fencing around. I'm so proud of them. They're inspiring me to cultivate the area and really advance their itty-bitty little village civilization. Alright, well, let's get these golden orberry bushes planted to just at least wrap up the day. Also, the other thing is this may temporarily spawn a whole whoop-a-doo of zombies, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but it just may be a temporary side effect that's going to end up happening because of the fact that we have to keep the room completely dark. And I guess we'll just go ahead and use like normal cobblestone to fill up the sides for now, and I can just replace them as need be. Alright, so basically what's going to happen is we need to climb up here, and now what we need to do is we have to take these little golden orberry bushes. I might need to climb up one more. There we go. We need to take these teeny little orberry bushes and line them up like so. And we're gonna leave them be. So, oh, they're so pretty and they take on so many different hues and colors sometimes. But right now they're baby orberry bushes and they will not grow unless it's completely dark. So we're gonna go ahead and make a little staircase so I can come check on them and come add to their number and turn this into an entire beautiful ceilinged world full of gold, which really sounds quite appealing in a lot of ways. And we're going to bring the dogs out so I don't accidentally build them inside of a little tomb. There we go. Wonderful. And there we go. All right, wonderful. And now we can even see a little teeny bit of the gold leaf poking out. It's not supposed to. Also, that dog's muzzle staring down at me startled me very, very much. Oh my goodness. And we leave the gold to begin to grow. And we need to add as much gold as we possibly can before we have to start like walling that room off and risking it spawning zombies at inopportune times, like when we have a whole bunch of villagers running around to visit with their priest and priestesses of light in the beautiful cathedral we're about to build here. So, alright. Next goal is to get more golden Orberry bushes to be able to get some glass so that I can build the beautiful stained glass ceiling that I have in mind for this area. And also to get a ton of oak wood, which, believe it or not, as you guys saw from investigating inside of my storage area, I actually don't have a lot of wood. It's been a long time since I've been able to bring myself to just stroll into a forest with the glorious grafter and start chopping everything down. However, we do indeed have a big, beautiful world just waiting for me to actually start using the resources of, not to mention the practicality that as I do expand the zoo, which I haven't forgotten about, I know we have a zoo to do as well, then yes, we do eventually need to start clearing out some of the trees. I'm thinking... yeah, we need a ton of wood, ironically, and we need a ton of sand, ironically. Those are both things I didn't expect to really bump into such a need for. So what we may end up doing is going on a wood and sand collecting binge. And we may do that. Gosh, there's so many places we could go to do that. But all of them, I'm like, I don't want to cut down the trees there. I don't want to cut down the trees there. I think we'll go behind our mushroom forest. We may go ahead and visit with Sunflower and Aster Seed and add raising their chicks to the list of lost quest. And then we may fly over and do a temporary little plant collecting expedition that will be primarily focused on gathering a ton of wood, because we are going to need a lot of it if I'm going to build a giant tree from inside which we will be able to transform the villagers back into themselves. And not to mention, it's been a long time since I've done a plant collecting expedition, so that should be fun. But slowly and surely, I'm beginning to figure out how to be Seri of Zoodesia once more. So I'll see you guys next time, when hopefully we will take our mini ideas and we will pursue one adventure after another. And kind of the glory of doing that with our great list of quest is, did I just make a new word? Our list of quest, is that you never know what's going to happen. And it's really, really fun. It's really fun. So all right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.